Hello, soda rays. Hello, Brexham. Road trip. Hello, you Sir James. Hello, Flying Potato, aka Jizzy. Or Gizzy. I'm gonna say Gizzy. There we go. There we go, it's chat. On screen chat. Yes. That's better. Last time on Saturday Night Trucking, Paul drives a truck. The viewers get horrified by a cartoon show about a guy who could transform into a car and is surprisingly cool about it. I didn't realise at the time. Can he change back? Oh wait, he can. He can. Yeah, he can, because I found out later he turns into a car when he's hot. Like, why? Why? Why does he have to be hot? So weird. It's like, okay, fair enough. You know, the Incredible Hulk gets into too big. Sorry, I was just messing about. Just messing. So he gets like, fair enough. Incredible Hulk, he gets into, you know, hostile situations, and that's when he should change. So he gets worked up and he turns green. But what turns a bloke that turns into a car? What turns him into a car? Just heat. I mean, he could be spotting bad guys and stuff, but it's like the middle of winter. Hey, teen, it turned into a car. No, it's the middle of winter, and we're on a mountain. Oh, bloody hell. It got worse because I saw the promotional image of him at the top half of his body, still him, and he looks like he's in pain. Is that like a fan thing? Tell you what I did see. So I found this channel on YouTube, and he talks about all these different programs and stuff, and cartoon series. I mean, and he talks about all these ones that I remember and that. I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. Really old stuff that's a little bit embarrassing to admit that I remember it. And one of them was a Rambo cartoon. And do you know, I think I thought I imagined it. It was called Rambo and the Force of Freedom. And it was Rambo, and he has like a few friends with him who have different skills. And they like free countries from evil dictators and things. I don't think it was a cartoon over here. I think it was just a toy line over here. But it turned out it was a cartoon as well. And I was like, I remember this. I thought I'd imagined it. But anyway. Paul, you're waffling. Are you going to get driving? Has everyone gone? Down to one viewer. Is everyone still there? So, let's see. What do we like today? Let's do price per distance. Here we go. We're taking medical equipment. Made by Joe. Rocky cartoon. Oh, yeah, you talked about that as well. They were going to have Rocky in G.I. Joe, I think. I think that's what they were talking about. He was going to train them. I mean, I actually found some episodes, and I was watching them, and it was pretty good. I had all the Jerry Goldsmith music and stuff on. The Rambo one, I mean. Look, I didn't turn on the windscreen wipers by mistake this time. But the real letdown was his voice. The real letdown was his voice. Now I'm gonna have to turn my sound down. Sorry. Of course, he just sounds like, "Hey, I'm the hero guy," and in real life, he should be going like, "Hey, I'm Rocky. I can't find your legs. Damn it, I can't find your legs." Just do the. Let me see you do the usual. No, that's not it. That's it. Yeah, if you look at the channel's called Toy Summit. If you look up that Turbo Teen, you'll find it, and this guy just talks about. I mean, it's obviously someone who does a bit of research and has. Oh my god, this is a double decker. Look at that. We're all going to die. Hey, look, I've got hair. That'll have gone by the end of this this thing. Oh, it's a Viking vaccine. Hey, get your vaccine. I am a Viking. God, that's the worst accent ever. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what, I'm not going on this. I'm not going Paul's Vids Live again. I'll tell you what, he can drive a truck, but he can't fucking do a Viking accent. Oh, bloody hell. Thank you for making me see Animal Channel things on my Twitter feed. Yeah, I follow funny animal things on Twitter and I'm always liking them, so I'm afraid anyone who follows me is mostly going to get animal stuff. He's that guy who could... He's trained his cats to fall over when he does the... What's the guy out of Street Fighter called who can make like fireballs with his hands? He sort of puts them together and goes "Roar!" and shoots his hands out. People fall over. Ryu. Yeah, remembered. See, I'm with it. I know what I'm talking about. And he has two cats and they both fall over. How the hell do you train him to do that? I can't train Sophie to... I don't know, if Sophie was outside in the rain and I said coming from the rain, she'd still stay outside. Keith's hands turn into a truck wheel. Ah. Yeah, so that guy, that toy channel guy on YouTube, he does... I'm sure it's on that video about the Rocky Force of Freedom, Rambo Force of Freedom. I'm sure he talks about Rocky being in G.I. Joe. It's always I keep watching and I go like, oh, remember this, remember that, remember this. Yeah, they made cartoons based on very bloody movies. I watched that thing on Netflix about Masters of the Universe. I think I've probably mentioned this before. And it turned out, Ragu, thank you, Sword Oranges. And it turns out what they were originally going to do, Conan the Barbarian, because that film was coming out. They were going to make figures and stuff for that, and then it turned out to be a really violent movie, and it's like, oh shit, we can't make toys out of this. So it got turned into Masters of the Universe, kind of made it from scratch. And apparently Battle Cat was a plastic, it was like a plastic tiger from a different toy line, and someone joked, oh, make it green with orange stripes, so they did. Did you know the transfer with the original from Diaclone? That's what they were called in like Japan or something. I was watching the thing about robo machines as well. I mean, he didn't point out the obvious on this channel, but in the cartoon, if you use smoke on them, you know, to escape, so they couldn't see you, they cough. Fuck the robots. They cough. Me and Harold the Helix 3 need authors for Cranky, Belle, and Ferdinand. Oh god, yeah, I remember that being asked. Hang on, I'll just write it down. Tell me if I'm going off the road. Okay. PC Adventures game. I definitely want to play this. I hope it's not too hard, because, you know, I get confused by these games. I've recently binge watched the Telebugs. Wow, I remember that. Yeah, like robot things, and they had TVs for faces. Remember the theme tune? Hey. How was tonight's live stream? Oh, it's great. All they did was sing bloody Telebugs. And he did a shit Viking impression. I'm not fucking watching that again. Keith says it was a stormy night. He would have said it were a stormy night. Oh, that's that again. It were a stormy night when I crashed into a shed where Dr. Roo and the fat Ruth. Okay, right. It were a stormy night when I crashed into a shed where Dr. Ruth and the fat controller were doing an experiment. Me and the truck became one, and we became the incredible troublesome truck. Yeah, he fights crime, but he has to be towed everywhere. Troublesome trucks will get the engines every time. Yeah, who says? Yeah, some breakers have said of something about Batman. Is that because I liked one of these sponsored ads on Twitter, and I didn't realise that if you like it, they fucking put you on a mail-in list on Twitter and tell you when it's out and stuff. And I was like, I got a message back, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want this. But there's a thing you have to sort of hashtag, say stop, I think, and they stop you. I was like, no. Gotta be careful. Careful not to like promoted tweets. with me following everyone who wants to see the DC universe carry on, it's hard to differentiate. I am looking forward to that film though. I hope it's going to be dead good. Apparently they were filming it in Liverpool and everyone, like people were just around just shouting stuff in Liverpool accents just to be annoying. Hey, alright Batman, hey, what you doing Batman? You alright Batman? I'm Batman. Liverpool is a place of crime. Why does the River Mersey run through Liverpool? If it walked, it'd be mugged. I'm joking. It's just a joke. Just a joke. Helsingborg. Helsingborg. Home of Van Helsing and the Borg. Oh look, they've got a little logo on their on the bus. Damn, I don't know what zoom in is. No, let's look around. Not that, no. Nope. I don't think I've got zoom on this. I mean, you know, zoom in. I think it had a little SCS, is it called? Logo. Yeah, they're in the DC universe, replacing Batman with Superman, Batgirl with Supergirl. Yeah, I imagine it's well, it costs a fortune to get them two back. I mean, of course they're both got, well, of course, who is it? British fella, got Henry Cavill. Of course he's going to say, oh, I'm interested in coming back, but he's interested in a massive contract. Yeah, I imagine Flash goes to, he changes time and that's why there's now a Supergirl and probably a Batgirl or Batwoman, I imagine. Sorry mate, sorry about that. Don't worry, they're cool in Helsingborg. Don't you fucking cut me up, you bastard! Bloody hell. Little bastard. I'm gonna stalk him. Like Jewel. Yeah, I just think they kind of messed up their attempt at a cinematic universe. I mean, I want to see, you know, Justice League 2 and Justice League 3 and, you know, and like really dark and scary and violent. Not scary, but, you know, violent and Darkseid's invasion of Earth and that, but how much interest is there in it? I mean, that Zack Snyder Justice League probably did really well. You know. Stick to like trilogies and stuff. Don't try and turn it into a big group thing. Anyway, that's kind of getting boring now, isn't it? So, hello, Samuel Costa Brandau. Got a feeling I got your surname, pronounced your surname wrong before, haven't I? Sorry about that. Rockstar talk about a new GTA in the works. Yeah. It'll be called GTA small map 5 minute. single player. Yeah. And give all your money to us. Tell you if they're doing. I'll bet you the well, look at that. Like a goods train or something, or is it just an engine on its own? Or is it not a train? It is a train. There's railway lines. Sorry. Oh, a viewpoint. That's nice. $151. Jesus. Why don't you just get Amazon to deliver it, never mind me. Just type in 6,000 in the amount column. New GTA, but they will really, they'll just be like really thinking of how do we twist the online so we make the most money possible, so we make it as slow and but make it look as interesting, but it's actually really slow and boring, and people get fed up, and then they realise they've spent a lot of money they've earned, but to complete this, to do these big money jobs and stuff, oh, look at that plan. They've got to buy an extra office or a special car or something, so in for a penny, in for a pound, I may as well buy a shark card. See, that's what they do. I just love open world games. Like that used to be my Saturday night. Just put GTA 3 on the PS3. Whoa! Oh shit! I forgot how long I was from that. PS3. And even though I'd finished the story, because there's no online then, and even though I finished the story, I'd still be just driving around doing the stunts, and you know the middle island had a big sort of like freeway around it, and you could just drive along that the whole time. You know, get yourself a wanted level, see how long you can play it for. I'm replaying GTA 4 as well. After playing 5 for so long, it's a bit of a letdown because the car handling's terrible. But what I really don't like is the shootouts. You know, the fighting. It's just so often you can't get a good angle with the camera or anything to see what you're doing around. Really awkward, you know, you can be doing everything right, but then just because the game gives you a weird angle or something and you can't see what you're doing, suddenly you're dead. It's just really annoying. Other engines won a car. I've won a couple of cars, at least 2. I honestly think it let me win more in the casino when I've not been on it for a couple of months. I think it kind of tries to draw you back in by giving you something. I think I've actually won the car that's in that was in the casino now, or last week. Not that massive good thing. It was a nice speedy car. It's nice. I'm just not one of these who has to own every car and earn every T-shirt and all this. It's just like I don't care anymore, you know. I mean, what does anyone, you know? I mean, you're in. Say you're in. Say you're online. Someone drives up to you and they've got the new car, and because they've got the new garage, they spent 200 grand on red headlights. I mean, what do you actually think? Are you there going, wow, that's awesome? No, you're just going, okay, he's tried very hard. Or he's bought lots of shark cards. You know, well done. I don't know. I'd really like to, you know, when they bring out a PS5 version of GTA 5, I'm hoping they'll do that thing they did with when the PS4 came out, like, because it let you transfer your online character to another console, but you could also transfer it to PC, and I'm hoping they're going to let you do that again, because I want to transfer my online guy to PC, because I just like playing on PC now. And but the thing is, I've got a mate who I play online with, but he's, you know, we're on PlayStations. I'm definitely not going to buy a PlayStation 5 though, if, you know, a new GTA comes out. No chance. Sorry, it'll have to be cross-platform or something, because I'm just not going to buy a PS5. I got a new telly, and I'm really struggling to make games actually look good. I thought they'd be nice and bright, and, you know, it's a good screen and everything. I thought it was going to make the games look bright and everything, but no, it doesn't. Oh my god, the railway tracks disappeared! Oh, what the fuck? See if the train comes. Right, so let's have a look on the comments. I enjoy Fallout games. I played Fallout 3 with Liam Neeson. I think in the end I accidentally found, you know, where you were meant to go to look for your dad. I've heard a few people say that. It's such a troll though. They give you the bare minimum in weapons or anything. And every time you see like a bad guy, you know, one of these giant monsters or something, you just know you're going to use all your weapons up to try and kill this guy. So it's a nightmare. A Skyrim I've got, and I started playing that again. I wish I'd started it as a magic guy, because I am terrible with weapons. I really wish I'd just been, like, you know, the maximum magic character. But I've got quite far into it now. I must put it back on, actually. The trouble is, you get bored and then you kind of forget how far you got on that in it. You've got to kind of remember what you're doing. I've just done the wizard school again with Jazago, Catman. Stuck in the police show. Is that the bank robbery when you're with the Irish fellas? It's supposed to be like a Heat style gun battle, isn't it? I mean, it's good, but god, it's hard. I got stuck for ages on one. When you unlock the third island. You've got to follow this guy. You've got to steal a cop car and then follow this guy, pretending to be the police, find out where him and his gang are hiding out, and then go in and shoot them all up. But the cops are the cops turn up outside. It's really hard to get away, and you're in a house. It's like a closed place, so it's hard to actually see the bad guys as you're shooting at them and that. In the ass. Right, what's it? Not to mention something. Oversensitive police force. Yeah, well, you guys are probably too young to remember Driver, which was on the PS1. I want to say PS1. In that stupid voice. Well, I'm in this lane. I can't possibly use this lane. And why is he going straight on when he's in that lane? This is me not knowing anything about driving, isn't it? Paul doesn't understand the highway code and other stories. He's a shit driver. Sorry. Hello, X Gaming X765. Yeah, my mate Will, he tries to, you know, he tells me what to do to unlock certain stuff and get rep in the car meets thing and unlock a t-shirt, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm happy enough if I'm doing something to help him earn something, you know, win something, because, you know, he's big and he's got like hundreds of millions of dollars now just through, you know, trawling, really working hard. He don't buy cards and he doesn't cheat, as far as I know. But just, you know, grinding through long missions and all this just to earn a t-shirt or to get more RP. It's just like, I don't care. I hear a train. There it is. Damn, we should have stopped there and looked at all that. Like a rail yard, isn't there? Sorry. Just Photoshop your profile picture onto a car photo from Google and say you've got a new car. Ah, I get it, right. Hey look everyone, I won the car. That's it, you know, you drive up to anyone, they're not going, hey, you've got that car, that's awesome. They're going, I'm gonna blow you up now, duh. I shoot you and blow you up, sticky bombs, duh. Do you play it like, you go up to people, sorry, what was I on about Driver for? Yeah, the police would stop you for like speeding and stuff and going over the traffic, you know, going through the traffic lights and stuff. It was actually quite good fun. It was like one of the first like really open world driving things. In the first one you had like a Miami, and then, well no, yeah, Miami, I think there was a New York and there was a San Francisco. San Francisco was quite fun. Then Driver 2 had, I think, a Las Vegas, which was quite good fun because I've been to Las Vegas, so I could have a look around. I tried to find our hotel, but it wasn't there. Damn. I never got Driver. I think Driver 2 let you get out of the car and walk around, but it was so like slow and awful to drive around and stuff. GTA 3 was like 100% massive improvement. Playing Detroit Become Human, I saw I've got it actually. I think it's like a free game on me PlayStation if I pay for PSN for the month. That reminds me, I've got PSN for a month. I should be using that. I think I saw a playthrough of the first bits of it. It looks really good, but just anything that, any sort of games that require any sort of, you know, build up and learning and all this, I'm just kind of like, who cares? Also, Lance Henriksen's a dick in real life. I'm pretty sure he was in it. He was the artist, wasn't he, with the ungrateful son? I could be wrong. Oh, Oh, you know when you cough up stomach acid? Oh God, your throat's killing you. But it looks really good, Detroit Become Human. Solar Engines has... I'm assuming Solar Engines has got Detroit Become Human. It's really hard to talk now, shit. I've got a drink with me. Oh right, yeah, Prison Heist. Now I did that, and I was the pilot. You're talking about the heist, aren't you? GTA heist, I assume. And I was the pilot, and I'm just flying around. I'm just waiting, and they managed to get there, and it was people I didn't really know that well. And I'm thinking, oh God, please don't, please just get your bit right, just get your bit right, just get your bit right. And I think I landed it like absolutely perfectly, and then turn it round. The other thing they love now is heists and stuff where the people you're shooting seem to have like unlimited health. It's just like, oh my God, they keep getting up. I did that one where you go to the party island. I was helping my mate Will do it, and basically he goes, now you just wait here, and I'm just going over here, and I'll shoot all these guys. He starts doing this fucking, now be careful here, you just wait behind there, I'll just sort this out, I'll just beat these guys. And I don't know what it is, whether it's, it just really annoys me that. It's kind of like, whether it's an American accent, no offence to anyone who's American, but just, it sounds like patronising. I mean, I hear American accents on telly and stuff, and it don't bother me, but maybe it's just being spoke to that way. You just kind of feel like, okay, I'd rather just be racing or something, just having a laugh rather than all morning as he drives. This is a fun Saturday night, everyone. I dropped the PlayStation when it was in its golden years. I had a Saturn before the PlayStation. I got the Saturn and my brother got the PlayStation, and he totally took the piss out of me. I mean, everyone did. Everyone was all like, oh, it's so much better, the PlayStation is great. Saturn was the more powerful console, even the head of PlayStation said that. But it was just so hard to program. They have like, you know, like libraries and stuff, and like programming language so you can make games in it and stuff, and apparently it was just so hard to make games for. But it did have Sega Rally, the best driving game ever, even though it was only 4 tracks. I hate the pilot that much. Exactly, yeah. I hate being in a group of strangers, and you know, having to. It genuinely stresses me out. You know, just try to do a heist with people I don't know, something, or you know, I know one of them, and it's all of his friends. And there's stuff like, you know, when you've got to like unlock, like hack the computer or something, and there'd be like a little puzzle you've got to break, and everyone else is shooting away and that, and you're just messing with this thing, going like, oh my God, get it right, get it right, get it right. Because as soon as I get panicked about stuff, I totally get stuff like that wrong. That's a pain. What's your truck's full speed? I'm guessing it's this 70. No, it's still going up. 78 miles per hour, 79. Yeah. In one game, I was just walking and I got 40 bullets in my character. Yeah. That's what's difficult. That's what's difficult now. You do these heists and missions and that, and you got to put 40 bullets in every bad guy. 83 mile per hour. In a minute, I'm going to go back in time. Oh wait, I already have. Talking about telebugs and stuff like that. There was a guy on YouTube once, and he pointed out that, you know, these trailers and stuff for new heists and whatever, you always see like really, or just, you know, online stuff, really awesome stuff, like a helicopter gets blown out of the sky and crashes behind you as you're racing along and that, and it's like you never see awesome things like that actually happen. And it's like, well, and I was thinking, well, actually you do, because it's just that you're too busy driving. You don't see that the you know, your colleague has just used a rocket launcher to blow up the police chopper behind you, you know. I don't know. My mate takes it really seriously, and it's just kind of stressful. It's not fun. But you know, it's kind of, now don't do anything, Paul. Don't wreck anything. Be careful here. Don't shoot that guy, and all this. And you just kind of like, fucking hell. This used to be fun. Hello, Fluffy Winter. Ooh. Kicks non-existent door open. Hello. Yeah, being a pilot went alright in the end. Just landed and managed to turn around alright, and everyone got in. That's why I've not done online carrier command yet, because terrified of being the guy that screws up the mission, you know, screws up the taking over the island or whatever. I was playing that yesterday actually, and I'm trying to take over this 4-star island, and it's very difficult. Got to be very, very careful. Making good time now, aren't we? This is alright, that's what I like. No bloody checkpoints. This isn't checkpoints, no. Bayerishi Voxland. Munich. I'll say München, it's Munich. Uh-oh, there we go, we're fine. Hello, Pete's Comedy Dubs official. Oh, trucks, everyone's favourite kind of boat. Reading comments when I'm taking speedy corners. Look, new guys, look what I'm towing. Everyone's going to die. The Recatrans. You've only missed me trying to do a Viking accent. Really didn't go very well. Oh, if you deliver it, the prime deliveries. Viking primes. We deliver it, then we steal all your cattle. Burn your family. I hate playing in the prison heist is being demolitions. I hate driving that bus. I've never been in the final heist and actually won it, apart from that time I was the pilot. You're in that prison and it's just chaos. Well, they couldn't make it harder if fucking Godzilla turned up and it was just like, oh my god, what's going on here? This is supposed to be a bank heist. Yeah, well now there's Godzilla. Whoops. I'd rather make the decisions just to split the road up like that and have one lane, you know, have one direction go all the way over here and the other direction split like there's a big hill in the way. They have surveyors, don't they? And they have things going there, take measurements how high things are and stuff. I've no idea how they do it. Them things are old. Old sailors used to use to work out where they were. You know, and you like point it at the stars and that. Just notice you can get them on. You can get them as like gifts on Amazon. You know, kind of, you know, just for decorative purposes. Oh, here we go. It's going to get difficult now. No. And no idea how they work. All goes quiet as the road gets complicated. Right, hello Great Gatsby 017. What's shocking, Paul? We're just doing a bit of driving. It's either this or work. Oh shit. Got to take my finger off the looking round button. And stop swearing as well. Find the prison heist to be summing up skillful players, yeah. Me and my mate's been playing Phasmophobia in VR. I've heard of that. Is that like horror? Is that jump scares and stuff? It's probably shit scary with VR. I nearly bought a VR headset not too long ago. Had I been like 20 years younger, I'd definitely got one. Definitely would have tried that, but now it's kind of like, meh. I wouldn't mind one just for like, you know, you have these 3D, not 3D, or maybe for 3D, these 360 degree videos. I made one, remember? I made that one where the camera goes through Shed 17. It's not 3D, you can just look around. 3D ones where you go on like roller coasters and stuff. I'd just like to have a go. I might try and get one of the things that you stick your phone in, just so I can have a go. Maybe I'll get a Google Cardboard, they're cheap. It doesn't matter too much if it turns out not to work. Must be hard to join up roads. You mean in this game? Or, you know, road games in general? Oh, you mean in real life? Yeah, it'd take a lot of skill. These guys who are like this, surveyors. Hello, airplane man. I'm okay. Not so bad. Not been so good past couple of days, but not so bad now. Dreading work in the morning. I hate Saturdays. Usually the cat won't leave me alone, but she's literally flat out asleep. I had to tiptoe past her before. She'll probably hear me talking, like. Won't be long before she comes and blocks my view. Definitely, man, you're not feeling this good either. Have to take it easy. Chill out. Listen to relaxing sounds on YouTube. Probably not me. I mean, I'd be alright, like, just sort of, this kind of thing, oh yeah, but every now and then there'll be a crash or some dickhead will put it in front of me and I'll be like, ah, what the fuck, what are you doing, man? That's just not going to help anyone trying to get to sleep. I nodded off watching Star Trek before. The original series. I had the cat on my knee and I just, yeah, fuck it, nod off. Sorry, yawning. And here we are at BLT. Think they make sandwiches? Did you make sandwiches? See what I get there? Before telling you sandwiches. Oh, I'm so glad I tuned in for Paul's jokes. How many hours do you have in Euro Truck Simulator on Steam? You've seen a VR mod? Yeah, there is one. That's just a good idea. Not much fun when you're watching someone play it like that, though. Because, you know, the screen you're watching is always moving around. It's no good when you got hangover. You just be like, for Christ's sake, stop moving around. I just want to chill out and watch this driving. Let's just have a look. Got screensavers. Phasmophobia is ghost hunting. I see. Sounds scary. I'll jump at you. Hello, Ian. Just going to check how many hours I've had on the Euro Truck. 154.6 hours. Holy shit. And I had it on, somewhere I've got it on CD as well. Well, DVD. That don't work, does it? It's got like Paul's Vids logo over the, or behind the chat. There we go. Hello, Jonathan Barker. You haven't missed much. I made a terrible Viking impression, and that's a nice short one. Let's do that. Oh, vaccines. Let's deliver vaccines. Oh, this looks good. This is like something we don't normally do. Yeah, let's do this. Further down south, we need a bit of nice warm weather. It's bloody freezing. Oh yeah, sorry, my hat is made out of flesh, eh? Fat controller. I get it, it's a fat controller. Oh no, I'm uncoupling. T. There you are, we're back on now. Please tell me here in transit. Well, you missed 55 minutes. But don't worry, there's you don't miss any crashes or missed a Me doing a terrible Henry and Gordon. I know I need to make some. Sorry, I keep just replaying the same ones. I'm like UK Gold, but for Henry and Gordon. Gonna open it, mate. Can I get out? No one there. All I hate Inspector Gadget also hums, I think. Yeah, but it's like... You know when you're in a bad mood and you start... It makes you play annoying tunes in your head. You know, bad music just sets up my whole day. Like, you go to work, and we have lass at work, and she always puts on a Bluetooth speaker, and you hear this like shitey 80s stuff. I mean, I don't mind that so much. Modern stuff is terrible. It all sounds bloody same. I know that's probably me being old, but it just sounds shite. And if you get an annoying crap tune in your head, if it's the first tune you hear, it's in your head all day. And never happened to you? Okay. You've done that though. The first tune you hear in your head. I mean, you could get up and the telly's on, and it could be an advert, and you got this annoying bloody tune going in your head all day. Weathers and the feeling, and you're just like, oh my god, that's gonna be in my head all day. I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning. I've been nodding off watching Star Trek and that. So Paul, what are you watching on your fancy new telly? Oh, Star Trek. Oh great, the new films? No, the 60s series. Oh, you suck, Paul. I know. I hate the one show. I was surprised. What was I watching? Oh, it's one of these crap programs on Channel 5 where they show you TV gone wrong. And there's this clip from the one show, and they pointed out that it's been going since like 2005 or 2006. I was like, what? I thought it's only been going a couple of years. I mean, God knows why that's so popular. Oh, don't be such a cynic, Paul. Oh, no, it's the wrong way. This guy's gonna have to wait. Oh, he's gonna have to turn right. There we go. Oh yes. Tonight on Paul's Viz Live, Paul makes a bad Viking voice. Paul rambles on about GTA. Paul talks about a song stuck in his head and much worse. Much more. Tune in tonight. Wow, what a great program. Well, if ASMR is so popular, me moaning about video games and terrible accents and stuff, probably just as good. I could do that, couldn't I? Just go on Twitch and it's just me going, how are you doing? All these people going, oh, this isn't the kind of... This wasn't what I was expecting. Oh, how's it going? Look at that massive bull. Massive bull. And if you're wondering where the massive bullshit is, I've been talking it. It's just a massive bull with no, like, it's not painted or anything. I wonder why. Oh, that thing from last week was an arena. Must be like, you know, doing sports and shows. I can't imagine it's big enough for football. What's the most brutal thing you thought of for Shed 17 and G1 something else? I tell you, Jacob Jarrett count with some pretty brutal stuff that I maybe decided not to do. When I was thinking about a threequel, long time ago this, I told my brother the ideas I had, and at one point he just sort of looked at me like I'm ashamed of you, because it was going too far, and I won't repeat it here, because it probably went too far. I don't know, what I think is brutal usually ends up not being what everyone else thinks is brutal. You know, I was worried about the Annie and Clarabelle leather seats was going too far. But, well, we all know what other people thought was going too far in Project G1. Something makes that. I did a video once. It was me and Dan. It was live action. He had this idea about these. You know, when you buy these magazine collections, and you can get a folder for them, and you can get ones that are like build your own Titanic, and every issue comes with a little part to build your model. And my mate, he worked it out once. It cost like 600 quid to buy this model. I was collecting boxers, like boxing, not the pants. They were like videos that came out, and they had a couple of fights on, and the magazine was about a famous boxer. They came out later on DVD. And funny actually, because the sport, they're exempt from classification, so you could hear them all effing and blinding in the corner and that. So he had this idea to do like an advert for like a collected magazines thing. So I thought, what if he did something called Golden Memories, and it's like photos and stuff of old videos or old photos and things from the war and that. The joke being that we're two old people looking at these and laughing at stuff, but they're actually really awful, brutal footage and stuff from World War II. And you kind of you put the joke together and you kind of go, oh shit, no, that's going too far, no. That's where I go wrong. Think of stuff and then go, oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. We did an on the buses gag. It was like it was supposed to be sort of making fun of an on the buses film. So, you know, I was Butler and Dan was the other fella, his mate, and I was also Blakey. Oh, I get you about that. You put that toilet there. It was you, wasn't it, about that? I'll get you about that. Alright. Hey, I should get that bus simulator, shouldn't I? And just do Blakey voices the whole time. all my viewers go down. Oh, no one's listening. I wonder why not. Get you back out here. Yeah. And I had an idea to make jokes about things that were okay in the 70s, but they're not okay now. Because I saw there was a similar thing on Day to Day in the 90s. They did a joke like that where they sort of recreated. Well, they pretended that TV in the past did stuff that isn't okay now, but it was okay then. So they made up like a 60s show where they televised hangings and stuff like this. And after the hanging, there's a fellow with a piano and he plays a tune and stuff. So I had this idea that, you know, something quite horrible that isn't very funny would be okay in the 70s, so we could put it in this film. And when I watched the finished version, it was like, oh no, that's not funny. Oh no. I'm a bit more cautious now. But yeah. Have you watched the old Wilkins coffee commercials? They are hilarious. Oh, I know what was... Oh, I did something for a Rolly video. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I sent it to someone and said, is this going too far? And they said, yes, it really is. And then I sort of look at it and go, oh shit, you're right. Oh no. So that remains locked away in the coffers. Have you watched the old Wilkins coffee commercials? They're hilarious. No, I haven't. Don't let me forget. We'll have to have a look. So I got flagged last week for showing a robot chicken clip, and what was it? I'm sure it wasn't that Turbo Teen. Turbo Teen? It might have been Turbo Teen. No, there was something else I watched as well, wasn't there? It wasn't Turbo Teen, it was something else. Did I have sound on though? Was it the sound that got recognised, or is it the... Because I'm pretty sure I had the sound off for the robot chicken one. I don't think it was robot chicken. Maybe a video popped up on YouTube after it and that got flagged anyway. It didn't matter, like I wasn't. Transformers was it? Yes, it was, you're right. Transformers. It was that clip with Ultra Magnus sort of struggling to get the creation matrix in his chest. Anyone who didn't watch last week, anyone here now who didn't watch last week is just going, what the fuck is he on about? Yeah, music. It was music from Transformers. I don't know if I had the sound on for... I think I probably did for Robot Chicken. Anyway, it didn't get taken down. It's just that, you know, they have to put adverts on it now, I think. What happened in the toilets? Oh, I don't even want to explain it. It's a bit nasty. The suggestion is that her arsehole's in the toilet. So that's been sort of morphed into a toilet. It's not very nice. That's me, and that's probably going a little bit too far. Nobody likes a shit joke. Ah. All watching RoboCop getting blown up, that's some comedy right there. When Lado gets covered in acid and gets hit by the car, I mean, that's like... Seriously, if I was a film director, I'd be like, is that going to... Which of these do I go through? I'm going to say this one. Hey, guess who's awake and come to see me? Hello, Soph. You gonna say hello, everyone? No, I'm not. I'm too miserable. You got the touch. Ding, ding, ding. That's Mama's music there. Who's that guy who does that music? Not the not like the songs. He did like the incidental music in that and Rocky 4. Tip of my tongue. I should try and find out what other music he's done, because it's quite good upbeat music. I could play it when I'm at work. Vince DiCola, that was it. It's funny, I don't think I know. The soundtrack's cheesy as hell. Transformers. I watched that. I think I probably said watched that Rocky 4 re-edit that Sylvester Stallone has done, which was like pretty pointless. Speaking of pointless, that's a bridge for nothing, just for animals or something. Doesn't even say anything on it. It doesn't say welcome to Italy or something. What's this? Oh, what's that? Can't get to it. We can't get to it on this road. A quarry or something. There was something being built. Hi, Luke the Nyan Gamer. Oh. Yeah, and at the start of it, you see a flashback to the previous film. Except this time they show you everything that happened in the previous film. And then when he wins that fight, there's a new cheesy tune comes on. It's like, whoa, what's this? This wasn't in the soundtrack. I'll have to look it up again and try and find out what that tune is. It's just like, did Frank Stallone write a new tune for him? And I remember playing the air train. Hot stops everything for the train. Nope, just imagined it. I heard the train. I remember playing the War of Cybertron 2 during the final boss fight between Megatron and Optimus Prime. We actually put the touch on in the background during the fight. Awesome. Still the coolest moment we did in the game, yeah. Well, I used to have a Spectrum and you didn't really get much music and stuff, so you really didn't have background music. If you had a 128K Spectrum, you could have music in the background. Just like, you know, cheesy Spectrum music. What do they call it now? Bit something music. But I had a 48K and they couldn't handle music as well. If you had Outrun on the 128K, you had background music as you were playing, and as you loaded up each track, so as you left one track and moved on to another, you had to load it, but the 128K would remember it. So as long as you kept taking that route, you could just keep playing the game without loading. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it now? It's like GTA 3 and Vice City, where you had to load the game up for a couple of seconds when you left one island and went to the other. It sounds so old-fashioned now. You want Truckers MP? No. Convoy I might try one day. Why have you got it? Have you got this? The Nyan Gamer. Sorry, I'm trying to take this corner and keep sort of looking to the comments. So what's War for Cybertron 2? Is that like a 3D fighting thing? I had a thing for the Saturn, Virtual On, and it was like robots fighting each other. It was kind of difficult to. Had a weird sort of control system, and to be honest, I didn't play it that much. The bastard, really, I paid a lot for that, and I always wanted to fight as Mega Mix, but it always seemed to be like really hard to get and really expensive. I think I saw it once second hand on in a market, an outdoor market, but it was still really expensive because it was that hard to get. Fighters Mega Mix was like a mix of Sega's fighting games, but it had lots of little I don't know what you call them, just you know, humorous bits. So if you're in one fighting arena and the afterburner plane flies over and stuff like that. Lame stuff now, you know. Probably Sonic the Hedgehog runs up and has a shit as you're fighting or something, I don't know. Can't wait for the next stream. We're doing one now. You're like the guy who watched Project G1 like 5 minutes after it was published and asked, do another one. Like, you can't possibly have finished it. I'm only kidding. Jet Jaguar, the next. Jet Jaguar, what? He's in the next Godzilla. American Godzilla or Japanese Godzilla. The American ones are alright, as long as you kind of. That first one from 2000 something, not the 90s one. That first American one was alright because it kind of tried to treat it realistically, even though it's about giant monsters fighting each other. And a lot of stuff was from human point of view, so looking up. I've only just realised this when I heard someone else say this, by the way. I'm copying someone else's opinion because it's right. But then it's, if you look at that Godzilla vs Kong, that new American one. Oh shit, this way. Whoa, there we go. It's batshit crazy. And I was like, this is mental. But then I was like, actually, this is what the Japanese ones, this is what happened to them. They got batshit crazy, and that was what was good about them. Aliens and stuff. The next one will be aliens, I bet. I didn't really like that American King of the Monsters because it was just so smoky and it was just like over the top, and it's like, God, give it a rest. The new one, Godzilla and Kong, was alright though. They're just throwaway entertainment. That's why my Japanese Godzilla collection, they're all dubbed. All the American versions is these guys who kind of take the Japanese versions, which are like Blu-rays and that now, and recreate the American versions. And I like that because I just want to have fun watching them films. I don't want to read subtitles. I'll do that if I'm watching Seven Samurai or something. Jet Jaguar would be an absolute obvious choice in the next one though. And aliens with the visors. Didn't rate that Mechagodzilla in the last one though. It kind of looked like if I tried to make that model. It's sort of lame. I don't know, something about it, I didn't like it. Also, my mechanical Bertha Raw was better than Mechagodzilla's. Hang on, which way in? That way? There's only one open. That's great. That's the worst horn ever. Volvo. Like Game of Thrones. Get a Volvo. Also in a third-person shooter. Oh come on, you bastard! You're not gonna set off now. Every other car you crash into sets off. This guy's gonna piss about. There we go. Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar. Sorry, I know the Jet Jaguar theme tune. Well, I don't know the words, obviously. Just the Jet Jaguar bit. Jet Jaguar, Jet Jaguar. I always like that video on YouTube where that Mystery Science Theatre, they made up their own subtitles for it. It was pretty funny. That's crazy. It's like two fellas with a little kid. It's like, hey, I'm sure it's perfectly fine to stand right near these two monsters and a giant robot fighting each other. Let's just run up. It'll be perfectly okay. Remember when Godzilla started flying, in Hedorah? Was it Hedorah? You mean the Japanese ones? Where he sort of tucks his tail in and uses his breath to go fly backwards. That's got to be in one of the American ones, hasn't it? People who haven't seen that, the Jap one, are just like, watch this going, what the fuck is this? Oh no, Godzilla can't possibly get to Hong Kong in time. Turns away, jumps in the air and just what the, you have all these characters looking at each other like, what the fuck? That last out of Stranger Things going, don't. I've got a new series to film, fuck that. I've got a Sherlock Holmes film to do, no thanks. Just that fat bloke left. No, I've got another Deadpool film, no. That main character, the main guy in it, like, oh, maybe they'll do that newspaper series again. Bye. This makes me want to watch Godzilla vs. Kong again. I think I might watch it sometime. Might look nice on the new telly. I'm kind of wanting to get a lot of use out of it because I don't want it to just gather dust in the corner. Sophie likes it when I'm watching films because it's just constantly like knee sitting and then getting up and maybe Paul'll give me a treat. No, he hasn't. Knee sit again. Then getting up. Maybe Paul give me a treat. Oh, this time he is. I agree Mecha's design was a bit odd. Apart from the fact that it's so big. Yeah, his arms and stuff were weird. He had these sort of skinny arms that were moving around and that. The original Mecha Godzilla, they were just kind of big heavy things with weapons on, weren't they? Just looked weird. Oh shit. Oh, not this yet again. I need a new cable for this controller. Okay. There we go. Bloody thing. Bloody thing not working. Bloody thing not bloody works. Seriously, do you ever get them days where everything stops working? For the day Wednesday, telly stopped. Started the telly. It stopped. You're supposed to be able to use the telly remote for the amp. Suddenly stopped working. Worked fine up till then. Suddenly no internet. I mean, my internet was on. It just wouldn't get to the telly. I just jiggled the cable in the end. It started working, but it's like, well, I've done nothing to make that happen. Then, oh, the amp. The amp remote control stopped working. Everything just went wrong. I had a last year. Like, I got this little monitor that packed in. Something else went wrong on the computer. I can't think what it was. And then I got into the room. I've got like these security cameras. One of them just decided I'm not going to work anymore. Like, what the f. Jizz in a Diz. Hello, that's a new name to us. What's the main point of this game? Laugh my ass off. You deliver goods. So I've taken this job to deliver the goods in this truck, and I've also bought 2 trucks, and I have 2 drivers who work for me, and they also drive trucks, and I've currently got, is it £1,231,194? I hope that isn't £1,231 194p. No, it can't be. 19.4p. No. It's kind of relaxing. I can do this even without being online. Just try it round. It's kind of it's just nice. Plus, I get to meet nice people like Shiz in a Diz. What is that? What was that stand for? Is that shit in a disco? Yo man, there's shiz in my diz. Really? There's shit in the disco? Or is it dish? Yo man, he's shit in my dish. Sorry. I'm sure it means something cool. My name is slang for boring twat. Oh, here we go. Checkpoints. The point of this game is to have fun navigating all the checkpoints. Shit, toll roads, I should say, checkpoints. My mates made it up while they were drunk. Awesome. All my best stories start with, well, I was a bit drunk and this happened. Nice break. Yeah, I'm not sure, did I hit it or not? No. No damage yet. I don't think there's any damage on last one. I definitely did hit somewhere. It was a double trailer, wasn't it? And I hit the didn't realise I hit some traffic behind. A double truck rather than a double trailer. So it's 2 trucks pulling 1 trailer. Hey, remember the time they made the 90s American Godzilla cannon? Well, let's have the original Godzilla collect. You mean in Final Wars when they... Yeah, and he killed it in like 2 seconds, and one of the characters says something along the lines of, well, who didn't see that coming? Something like that. They had a big thing, didn't they? Say, no, they... Oh, was it a film before that? They had a thing where... Was it people learning about Godzilla? And they're like the Godzilla fighting team or something, and one of them says, did Godzilla fight? Wasn't he in New York recently? No, the Americans just think it was Godzilla, it wasn't. So they just called him Zilla. I'll be honest, I didn't mind that film. Well, I thought it was quite good, but... I thought it was, I thought it would have made it harder to have it raining all the time. But then, just recently, I was watching a video where someone suggested the rain was to cover up how crummy Godzilla looked, which it kind of does. Blasphemy. What? Blasphemy me saying I didn't mind it? Probably that, isn't it? Also, I didn't realise till recently how much of it was puppets. What was it I heard that someone had... Can't remember what it was on now, but I think someone has one of the props. I don't think it was a proper big suit or anything. It is a bit lame when you look at it now. I mean, there's not absolutely no like motion blur or anything. It kind of makes it stand out and look awful. When you think Jurassic Park was before that and looks like it still stands up now. It looks so good now. There you go. Biggest thing they did for the film, not having Godzilla destroying a model city. Yeah, but you know, it's a helicopter chase. They're going past these buildings at night and they just looked awful. I mean, it must have been models. I mean, obviously not real helicopters, you know, not helicopter models, but, you know, models of the building and stuff, and they just look awful. I think when it was anything with any detail, it was like, you know, so when the Chrysler building falls over, that's, I think that's CGI. See you later, Great Gatsby 017. I hope you've enjoyed our misery driving. I didn't realise that Shin Godzilla, a lot, if not all of it, was guy in a suit. I guess I just look at everything now and think CGI. Tell you what I watched, just started watching again. I've got 4K Lord of the Rings. I thought, oh, I'll watch them again. And they're odd, them films, because it's like some of the effects, like Gollum, it's just absolutely amazing. You know, when you think after that there's been really terrible CGI characters and that, you know, look at that Justice League baddie, and then Gollum was like early 2000 and just looks awesome, but then you look at that film and there's other effects that are just like, oh no. The green screens just, I mean, it's clearly green screen. I know you can switch off and, you know, you can suspend your own disbelief, but that's just, I'd love to see all that just get put back together. Gollum looks brilliant, but the just certain other effects, it's like, oh no, that's a shame. Good, you never got into Lord of the Rings. Did you see the whole thing, or you just didn't rate it? My brother's just showed his, so my brother's girlfriend has just seen, hold on, I'm just gonna do something quick. All I got is them screensavers going on in me vision on the right. There we go. So his girlfriend has already seen The Hobbit, them 3 films, and he's recently shown a Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, is that the right order to show him in? It's like my mate Will, he's seen all the most recent Star Wars films, he's never seen the original trilogy. And it's like, has he spoiled the original trilogy for himself because he's seen all these other god-awful films? The 3 Hobbit films, it's just way too much padding. You know, they could have easily turned that into 2 films and just made it nice and fast-paced, and it would have been good. Maybe not. It could have been 3 shorter films, maybe. But I swear, I watched the second one, Hobbit films, and when I got to the 3rd one, I could not remember anything in the second film. You know, I was like, who's that fisher? Who's that archery guy? Who's that? You know, why is that dwarf in love with the elf? Who's that werewolf fella? I was just like, I don't remember any of this. Hello, David Singh. Hello, NW number 3. Can you get unbiofused? Only when you look. Only to end up looking like Project G1 Thomas. Hope all is well with you and your family. Thank you very much. I hope all is well with you as well. And family. I'm okay. Mum and Dad are okay. There's my driver, Emily Z. She just made some money. She made. Oh, she's leveled up. Okay. Maybe now she can make some more bloody money instead of rubbish. I didn't catch how much she made there, but Mum and Dad have really bad internet, and I signed them up to someone else, the people I use, and thinking that would be better, but it's just they've still got loads of problems. Anyway, they've sent them a new router, and the internet has gone wrong while they were doing while my dad was doing a Teams talk, a Teams chat. Him and all his mates go on like once a week, and it went wrong, but he went back on and just did audio only, so they couldn't see him. Oh shit, why am I going backwards? The fuck? Oh, hey, mate, I'm not drunk, so I'm okay. Yeah. Just went backwards for a bit. That's weird, wasn't it? As I say, it's weird, isn't it? He's taking no notice. So fingers crossed, this router they've sent will be okay. Then they'll just let them keep it. Fingers crossed. Could you imagine a fight between Gollum and Rocky? Oh god. See, Rocky'd win. Rocky could fight anyone and he'd always win. He'd just, summon up the strength and he'd win. Gollum, he'd just like crawl around him and throw him about and I am Gollum. That's a terrible impression. The hobbits, I run round after you. I think Rocky wouldn't have any problems. He'd soon beat him to death. Weird conversation to have. Anyone tuning in just then? Like, what are you talking about? Rocky beating someone to death? That's great to hear you're okay. Thank you, David Singh. And how are you? How's everyone, actually? I've actually been a bit rough the past few days, but not so bad now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. The hell am I doing? The sound of this Volvo is sending me to sleep. Just like a pleasant rumble. You're okay too, good. Good. Oh shit. Oh. I thought I was tipping then, but I realised I was tipping to the right rather than the left. Must be a curvy road to make so that you don't go flying. Maybe it's just one of them roads like them train tracks where you kind of get lulled into a going faster when you shouldn't. Oh my god, this is like the land of checkpoints. No one for me to shout at either. Oh, there he is. I saw you before, mate. You were over to the side. You alright? You alright, mate? How's it going? Hey, mate. You alright? Favourite Thomas character? Henry and Kevin. If you count Kevin. Because Henry's always the, you know, he's always the hard luck case. He's always the guy who's unlucky. I bet Five Nights at Freddy's. No, everyone says, oh, you should try Five Nights at Freddy's or do a video about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't play. I don't like jump scares. I don't like. I mean, I'd love to play some of these on here and just you guys just laughing at me, fucking shrieking and that. But no, I can't. I don't see the point of films where shit jumps out at you and that. And if anyone sends me, come on Twitter and people I follow post like, you know, them shock videos or anything, you know, you think you're seeing something laid back and quiet and suddenly it goes or what do they call it, ear R word. I'm just like, nope, unfollow them because I'm a grumpy bastard. See what's flipping on there. Imagine if the UFO went over now. I'd absolutely shit myself. How cool would that be? Say like it happens. Say like it's a 1 in a million mile thing or something. Once in every 150 hours gameplay, UFO go over. Is that a train? There's a train, isn't it? Something white there, look. No, it's just traffic. But it seemed to go up there into the... Look, there's a light up there. Sorry, I get overexcited about trains. Fight between Rocky and Godzilla. Yeah, see, Rocky would always win. He'd find a way. Yeah, I can't find this guy. Yo, Adrian. And then he'd like, hey yo, Paulie, we need to feed this guy. So they have to feed him. So they get Paulie, who works at the, you know, the meat factory. He turns up with like a trucks full of meat, but it's got sleeping powder in it. And then Rocky manages to summon up the strength to drag him to the sea. Hey, there you go, now you go back to the sea. You can go too, Mr. Tiger. I think I've just made up another spoof trailer. Actually makes me want to make that. Hey yo Godzilla. I'm sending you back to the sea. Oh no, that's Walk Sawfield. Hello. Hello. You gonna say meow? Don't sneeze. Oh, just yawning. Good girl. You gonna say meow so everyone can hear? No, you're rubbish, aren't you? I'd watch Godzilla vs Rocky. I would as well. You could get all these, you could get like Mr. T and Drago and that to come and help. Hey yo Drago, Mr. T, Apollo, we're gonna fight Godzilla. Imagine the training montage. He's like lifting trucks and stuff. Hey, I'm really there, here I go. And you would have Vince call the music over it. It's on fire. Oh, that's another. Oh, that's what I need. That's what I need for work. My Rocky 4 and Transformers the movie playlist, just for me headphones. I'm there like, holy shit! I should do that tomorrow. It's on fire. And I'm just like counting stock and that. Hey Paul, how much have you counted? I counted everything! Hey yo Adrian! Don't call me Adrian, Paul. Sorry. Hey yo, I counted all the raw meat. Hey yo, Polly. Then we're going to watch that moon fall, is it? Where the moon's actually alive and going to destroy the world, going to destroy the earth. I mean, yes, it sounds effing mental, but what the hell would be a laugh? I think it's actually out very soon, if not out now. No one spoil it for me. David Singh's favourite Thomas characters are Thomas and Rebecca. Don't know which one's Rebecca. What's everyone else's? Midway through the work process, Paul screams out, Drago! And something else breaks down at work. One of the computers or the printers or something. I just like, Drago! All the tills have gone down. Drago! Yeah. I'm gonna point the microphone at Sophie, see if you can hear her mowing. Sorry. There we go. Right. Say mow. That's rubbish. Did you hear it? It was kind of like a... She starts a meow, sort of, and then it goes silent, and when she finishes meow, it just goes meow. So you just get like a noise like meow. Rubbish. Anyone who has a cat, you ever notice they proper yowl if they're like in another room, like they're calling you? Mine does. I can go upstairs, I can be going to bed or something, and suddenly I hear like wow, wow, wow. I'm like running downstairs, like, what's up, what's up? She's looking at me like, what? Oh, a bullied like Pacific. Well, we always root for the bullied. Not bullies, the bullied. That's why I like Henry so much. Other engines got two. Well, you got two favourite engines. That's okay. I've got two, if you count. Well, I think we're allowed to. I know I said Kevin. Ooh, now that guy hit me. That wasn't my fault. Good sky. Very nice. Peace. Final frontier. Oh, you got two. Sorry, that cats. Sorry, right. Paul, you forgot what you were talking about. Yeah, I know. Paul. Two cats. We haven't heard them do it. No. Black cats always shout. They're always loud. We had one, and it would announce itself. He'd announce himself when he walked into the room. This is when I lived at home. He'd come in. He'd literally say, like, hello. And we'd all answer. Like Burks, we'd all answer back, hello. And then when he went out, you'd open the door for him and he'd go, sort of like to say, I'm here, everyone. The idea of him coming back on a night. I had the back bedroom, so he'd thump as he'd jump off the shed roof and then into, and then he'd, so I had to let him in. And a couple of times he'd come back with loud baby mice. He wasn't much of a hunter, but he could. I think these loud baby mice had fallen out of the nests. You'd have to try and get them off him, and oh my god, it was a nightmare. You know, it'd be a game to him, you're trying to get these bloody mice off him, poor buggers. Up all night trying to do that. Can I get in this way? I'm gonna try going in this way. There's another baldy like me. Alright, mate. Alright, mate, alright. Alright, you going? I've not got a scruffy get beard though. There's a black cat lives a couple of doors. Oh yeah, one afternoon I saw our cat. I was, like I say, I was in the back bedroom and I saw, because we used to have a garden. There's a big garden that was across the back street from us. Oh shit, I'm out of food. And I'd see him coming back home. So one day I looked up, he's walking back, and I looked away and I looked back, he'd gone. I'm like, where the hell's he gone? Anyway, eventually he comes into the yard and meow meow, so I let him in, and there's this god awful smell. And he'd been in this pile of fertiliser that this guy, the gardener, had kept. He must have got nosy and jumped in it or something, and he stunk, and we had to give him a bath in the sink. And he did not like that. Laugh about it now. There's a black cat a couple of doors up from me, and sometimes he's sat on my wall, and I'll say hello, and he's proper shouts at you. Anyway, hello, Jacob, the American Freedom Tank Engine. I think that's a new name to us. How are you doing? Hello, Joseph Kawachikwan. Sorry, I'm terrible with pronunciation. Oh, David Sing's going soon. I'll see you soon. Nice to hear from you. I'm glad everything's cool with you. Cringe Man Productions was Lucas. So do you make productions that are cringy, like engines embarrassing themselves and things? Sorry, I'm generalising there. That's not fair. My day's been alright. I've not been so good the past 2 days, but I'm okay today. I had to get up because I had an Amazon delivery. God, have you ever had that, right? So, like, fairly early on this morning, my phone pings, and I look. Your delivery is 3 stops away. Oh, effing shit. Jump out of bed, get changed, run downstairs. Okay, the delivery's coming, and then I realise it's still 30 miles away. It's only just left the distribution centre, like 30-40 miles away, but literally it only has 3 stops before it gets to me. I'm like, Anyway, it got me up, didn't it? So I'm supposed to spend time with you on days off, don't I? Sophie needs a family though, you know, so she can go and visit different people in bedrooms and stuff. She's only got me here, which isn't really. She's a family guy. How's Sophie the cat? Sophie's alright. She's a bit sleepy today. Sometimes she has sleepy days. I've just spent a fortune on a shitload of licky licks for her. That's that stuff that's like meat flavoured yogurt. Looks absolutely disgusting. But well, I say she loves them. What are you doing? Poking a paw at me now. I say she loves them, but then, especially after you've just bought a load, she'll suddenly decide I don't like them now. Then she'll have like a week or so where she doesn't want them. Put them in the bowl and she just leaves them. Thank you. She just sneezed and sprayed all over me. disgusting, aren't you? Yes. It was a headbutt. Do headbutts. If I move my head towards her, she does. Gives me a headbutt. I wouldn't let her on me bed, you know, at night and that, because my last cat, Leo, I accidentally kicked him off the bed. When I was waking up, I was like, what the hell's that? And I accidentally kicked him off. Now, he was a big, tough guy. It didn't bother him. He's just like, bleh. Oh, but Sophie, I'd be terrified of, you know, hurting her. Shit. Time to be a cheeky bastard. What's he doing waiting? There's no traffic there. What's he doing? Burke. Right, sorry, let's have a look. The cat jumps on your bed now. I hope the two cats get along. Turn it to Charlie from Charlie Says. Ah, yeah. Charlie Says, I remember that. I was going and then Charlie said, Charlie says I should check with my mum. No, he didn't. He said, give me some dinner. Sometimes I get spam phone calls. Would you be interested in doing this survey? And Sophie goes, and I'm about to, and then Sophie goes, and I say to the guy on the phone, sorry, I think my cat's having a fit, bye. I got an email that was pretending to come from my bank, telling me to go to this website and give them my passwords and stuff. And I was about to, and Sophie stopped me and went. She's like antivirus, but for cats. Helicopter. Oh no, it means an accident, doesn't it? Eat. Oh, we're okay. We're alright. Traffic isn't redirected. Hey, what's happened? Are they alright? Are they alright, mate? Bosh, dropping it. Privilege. It's a privilege lorry. I'm glad you're doing okay. Jacob, the American Freedom Tank Engine. Deep breath. Jacob, the American Freedom Tank Engine. Oh, are you like Tank Engine if he was like Trump supporter? Are you a Tank Engine that would like storm the Congress or storm the Capitol? Just wondering. Don't make any difference to me. Thomas was excited. Today he was going to storm the American Capitol. Tiger. Tiger starts clawing. Yeah. My last cat was a bugger with clawing, but he liked to claw certain places. So like a bit of certain areas of wallpaper he likes doing, which was great because you just wallpapered over it. Sophie's managed to destroy an armchair, but to be fair, it was a shite armchair. God, I've spent money on some rubbish stuff. Shite armchair. I've got another chair in the other room, which is crap. I've actually ordered one. Shit. Oh yeah, rain. Turn up. Bollocks. In hindsight, that's way too small for me. That's not truck size, that's space. So we'll just cut across this guy and then we'll turn. Hey look, you got two cars the same. What's it talking about? Cats? No? Not what it's talking about. See you later, David Singh. Can I get in that one? Right. Yeah, I bought a new chair, and this was 2 weeks later. Still hasn't arrived. This was a shop that's near me. Ring them up. I was just wondering when it was coming. Oh, end of February. Oh, what? I mean, they were really sort of matter of fact about it, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, never mind. End of February. Good job I've got a rubbish one I can sit on. It's no good, so we have to get a new one because we can't do knee sitting properly on this other chair. Me and Sophie have got knee sitting down to a fine art. She sort of lays exactly the right way so I can easily access the belly for belly rubs. Have you watched Harmony and Horror? I have not. Is that good? Is that something? Is it something I should watch? Is it YouTube? Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning again. I wonder what time it is. Paul's yawning loudly. It's gone 11. It's gone 11. Paul's going to sing this after every sentence. Donald Trump comes so gonna build a new railway. It's gonna be the best railway ever. The fantastic railway. We're gonna get Henry out of the tunnel because no one likes the rain. We're gonna give Henry a big special umbrella. Can we do that? Can we get him a big engine umbrella? We'll look into that. And all these engineers going, what the hell is he talking about? Can I get out? Can I get down and do this one? I'm gonna try to do this one. It didn't rain for long, did it? That actually wasn't a bad Donald Trump impression. I mean, from my point of view, I'd have to play it back. It's a horror YouTube series. A batting turn. It's good, is it? There's some really good stuff. Sorry. Okay, stop yawning. Drive a truck. It's gonna be the best truck in the world. They build a wall in front of Henry's tunnel and Soda has to pay for it. Gonna build a wall. I never even thought of that. That's so simple in its genius. Genius in its simplicity. I don't know, whichever one. Gonna build a wall in front of Henry's tunnel so them damn green engines can't get into Soda. We're gonna make Barrow pay for it. I'm fucking yawning. While we're on a straight road, let's have a... I'm gonna try and bring up that YouTube guy. Right, I think I'm on cruise control now. Hold on, let's rev up a bit. Henry was surprised. Garden? They're gonna build a wall in front of me? Don't worry, Henry. It's gonna be a great war. It's gonna be the best war ever. It's called Toy Galaxy, that video. Now let me have a look. Let's see if we can find it. Wow, I just keep watching more videos. I've just noticed one there where they did Dragon's Lair. You know, the video game. It was like the hardest thing ever. My brother had a game like that. It was a driving game. No, not Road Avengers. Was it Road Avengers? It was a cartoon. It was like a anime sort of cartoon, and it's from the driver's point of view, and he's smashing into bad guys and stuff. But it's like arrows come up saying turn right, and you got to turn right, and that's all it was. And it was like so lame. If you go on YouTube now, I think it came out for the CDI, and it's much better quality. But there's it had a really awesome theme tune, this really cheesy rock music. I'm not sure if I've got the cruise control anymore on this. Find out if I've got a button for it. Not Roy. Typing on my phone is rubbish. Wait a minute. Sorry about this. I am doing something. Sort of engines. What does Gordon say to him? Rambo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Holy crap! There's a Chuck Norris cartoon. Chuck Norris cartoon. Shit. Adverts. Oh, bollocks. Can't do it on my phone, it's like... Right, there we go. Let's play it. Hopefully it won't. It had to be acting Dragon's Lair because your TV's a beautiful animation. Playing this is kind of like watching this kind of like Dragon's Lair, isn't it? Because you want to steer from me because I'm so bad. I'm like veering off and everyone's going like left, left, left. I watched a couple of episodes of this Rambo cartoon. It was, I mean, pretty basic, but it was alright. A bit of a laugh. Tell you something I'll have to look up. I remember they used to do Dungeons and Dragons figures, like they were actually action figures, not like a game. There was like a knight and a wizard, and I think there was a dragon. I had some of them. don't really know what. And there was a cartoon as well, Dungeons and Dragons, but it seemed to have nothing to do with these action figures. It didn't have the kids in it and that were in that series. Gotta try and beat the clock now. Ooh! Blow up, blow up, blow up. Go on, go on, go on. We just love it if you just went past and suddenly there's like boom in the background. The cartoon was the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon was bad. Yeah, to me, not knowing anything about Dungeons and Dragons, it was kind of seemed a bit like nonsense. Oh yeah, I'm just watching the video. I'll skip forward a bit. I hope it was on this video, otherwise I'm bloody pissing it out. Okay, we're just going to crash through. No. Ooh! It was cartoon series. If anyone had the toys, you could just like make really ultra violent films with them, couldn't you? Just with the toy, you know, the toy figures are fighting each other and stuff. Sorry. They said on this that Defenders of the Earth was on Amazon, but it must have just been in America, because when I looked it up they weren't on there, which sucked. Wouldn't mind have seen that again. Remember that? It was like Flash Gordon and then all these other cartoon characters that they owned but weren't Marvel and weren't DC. Mandrake and Big Strong Guy. Huh. God, they did a Teen Wolf cartoon. I think I saw the first film, but that was it. Oh, bloody hell, is that it? Shit. Come on, where's it at? Ah! Here it is, here it is. Here we go. Found it now. There's like nobody watching now. So they were gonna do. So they were gonna do. Put Rocky in G.I. Joe, but then there was gonna be. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Airplane Man. Die Hard 2 makes everyone feel better. So they were gonna put Rocky in G.I. Joe, like a figure. He'd be like a trainer for him. Same way Sergeant Slaughter was. But because they were going to do a Rambo cartoon, they didn't put him in after that. And they got... I forgot what they said now. I think it was that football player, the Refrigerator. He was famous for being called the Refrigerator. Even we'd heard of him over here. Apparently he was a bigger... We never got him over here. I've seen quite a few of the cartoons. I've never seen the Refrigerator in it. Oh, I'm really glad you looked that up, Paul, and told us about it. That was, I was dying to find out. That was so interesting. I have one viewer. Everyone's tuned out because I've been crashing and looking up Rambo and Gi Joe. I'll have to look at that Chuck Norris thing and find out, oh shit, if that was a real cartoon as well as a toy line. Die Hard 2 is playing in the background. I just watched it recently. It's on Disney in HDR. Disney Plus in HDR. So I watched it on the new telly. I mean, it doesn't make them films look much better, but it's just a nice bit brighter. You know, it kind of feels like part of me is dying with this place. You're right about that. That guy that was the bad guy who was just like, Windsor 114, yeah, that was it, well done. You really wanted that bad guy to die. I did when I first watched it. Me and my brother rented it out. And we were just like, yes, kill him. You know, after he blows up a whole plane. You know, how many hostages did he... How many hostages did he... Well, did they nearly kill in the first film? They killed 2 in the end. And 1 was an arsehole. Go this way. They killed 2 in the end. And like... And then in Die Hard 2 they just kill off like 100 people. They even put in a crack about British Rail, which is pretty cool. It's like Americans wouldn't get that. Unless it was like so well known that British Rail was shit back then. And still is a bit. It was Colmini, wasn't it? One of the pilots on that plane. Ended up being quite famous. Just do this for a laugh. Just go through the pits. Quick, change the wheels. Well, that's how you have a checkpoint, just don't have one. We're gonna build a wall so all the Slovenians don't get in, and we're gonna make Slovenia pay for it. Is that pretty good, mate? Donald Trump impression, or is it a bit like a shit Godfather? Make it offer down the fields. I'm pretty sure they don't have these signs anywhere in the world like that, just sticking out in the road. Well, unless they're meant to be temporary because of the... No, yeah, are they? Oh, maybe they're temporary because of the... Fucking that dick. Hey, you wanna see what bloody traffic's doing behind you, bellend? I'm going to go all Duke on his ass. Yeah, that's right, Dennis Weaver, I'm doing you up. I think of Die Hard 3. I like Die Hard 3, but it's a bit more chaotic, the camera work. Kind of goes a bit sort of, wait, what's going on? But it's still good. It must have been hell to do. There was, on the DVD commentary, John McTiernan talks about, like, they kind of shoot all the New York stuff and then get out of the city as quick as they can and just film everything else. It's so hard to film everything in, in busy streets and that. I'd love to go to New York just because of all the films where I've seen lots of New York. Just want to see some of it, Obviously, apart from the places you're not really meant to go to. Maybe they have special Die Hard tours. You can go to Harlem with that billboard on. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You kind of recognise places like that they go on that big road. They go on that road that all the trucks full of gold are driving on, and that's the same road Live and Let Die they had the big car chase on, stuff like that. You think, oh, I recognise that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Really, Paul? You want to see a road? Yeah. Things like French Connection as well. Just see like famous places. Actually, it's probably a lot different now since French Connection and Live and Let Die. Or Q the Winged Serpent. Have you ever seen that? Like a low budget American monster film. That guy that choked himself to death, he's in it. Kung Fu guy. Bill in Kill Bill, he's in it. It's like an 80s thing. It's actually got a really good sort of stop motion monster flying around. And that's all New York. They had to be, because they were like low budget, they had to, if you see it, have a look, check it out, because it's really good. Q, it's just called Q, like letter Q, the Winged Serpent. And there's a bit where all these cops are, like, they're in I think it's a Chrysler building, in the top of that, shooting out the windows. Well, they didn't have any permission to do it, they just went up there, all this crew, they went up there, and start firing blanks out this window until the real police turned up, which is pretty mental. What's he call that fella? David Carradine. He also advertised that pipe you could exercise with. Look up that if you ever want to laugh. It's David Carradine, and I think the guy out of Shaft, like original Shaft. He's one of the cops as well, I think. I'll have to get my DVD out and watch it. That actually makes me want to look for that. Mind seeing that again. It's interesting, different. There's probably tons of films where you see New York and you kind of want to see it for real. Even when I got that Spider-Man game on the PS4, the Sony one, I was swinging around. I brought up like a real New York map on my phone, and I was trying to find real locations. I found the Ghostbusters firehouse. It's actually in the game, but it's not like they don't reference it or anything, even though that's Sony as well. He doesn't like take a picture and make a crack about it or anything, which seems like a missed opportunity. But there you go. I was looking at locations and then finding the real locations on like Google Maps stuff to see if they matched up. Oh, it's a helicopter, look. Imagine if that took off now and just took the truck with it. You'd just be like, what the F? I bet after they crashed that plane in Die Hard 2, the little fella in the control tower, because he figures out a way to stop them doing that, doesn't he? The outer marker. He says we can make the outer marker, instead of just beeping, we can make it like say something and warn these planes. But he was kicking himself afterwards, never mind being happy about winning and that. But he was kicking himself because he should have thought of that right at the start. Hey, mate, nice chopper, get it? You get it, mate? Okay. But yeah, you have to park a bit close here, don't you? There we go. What do you think of Die Hard 4? Maybe it was telling me actually the other day, coincidentally. I think it was the director of it at the time. He said he regretted doing the plane bit at the end, where he's literally fighting a jet fighter, which I can kind of understand. It was a bit over the top. 5 is just freaking awful. Die Hard 3 was a downgrade. You don't like it? I didn't mind it. It just seemed, well, it didn't quite work. On the DVD, there's it shows you the alternate ending, and the idea is they get away with the money, but then Bruce Willis tracks them down in like Eastern Europe, and he plays a Simon Says game with Jeremy Irons and kind of tricks him. But the end of the film seemed a bit of a non-event. I know they get to this spot and he shoots the plane down and that, but I don't know. I don't mind it. I didn't mind it. I guess when they kind of left and there was something like chasing trucks down, you know, flood pipes, flood defences. It's kind of like, what's happening now? You know. But I guess they can't stay in New York the whole time. Los Angeles, I think, is a bit easier to film stuff in for a long time, especially when it's action films. Not so bad if you're doing, you know, if French Connection is doing a bit of investigating the whole time, or something on foot, you know, instead of big action scenes. It's not so bad. How do they do that big train crash in Die Hard 3? I always thought, is that one of them? Is that one of them rides? You know them, they have them tour rides, don't they, where they recreate earthquakes and you see like a train coming in and it spins around and stuff. I've always thought, is that what that is? Have they just sort of filmed it carefully so you can't tell it's a ride? And maybe not. Maybe it's just models and just looks good. I don't know. Just looks very sort of chaotic for a big scene, but there you go. Paul, you're waffling again. Yeah, sorry. We've got 6 people now. Everyone else, feel free to say hello. Don't be strangers. If you're lucky, I might do me shite Viking accent, or me shite Blakey accent, or me shite Donald Trump voice. First Die Hard's brilliant film, though. Proper belting action film. You can watch that 100 times, which I probably have done. I'll tell you another absolutely belting action film. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Absolute classic, that. I don't rate the others. Not even the second one. The second one's not so bad, but the third one I don't like. And the fourth, well, that's just crap. But the first one was just absolutely brilliant. After that, they always have to have. It was always big groups, you know. It was always sort of comic groups all messing around and stuff. It wasn't just him being action guy. It's brilliant. I tell you what though, I recently watched Temple of Doom. I've got a feeling I've said this before on one of these streams, like everything else I talk about. Temple of Doom, and my brother told me that he'd watched it, and it's the uncut one, which has never been shown. It's never been shown over here. I think when I saw it in the cinema, it might have been uncut. But it was that long ago, and I think it's only when it's come out on Blu-ray and when it was on Amazon Prime they've actually shown the uncut one. I didn't realise they had all this extra bit where he pulls out that fella's heart and that. I think it gets a bit more brutal with when they're captured and that as well. But pulling that fella's heart, I was like, holy shit. I mean, he'd warned me, or he told me to have a look at it. And, yeah, Temple of Doom's the annoying kid. Well, there's an annoying kid bad guy and an annoying kid helping. That's what I mean about when it turns into groups. It's not just him in an action scene, you know. And the third one, when he's pissing about with his, you know, with his dad, and they make Denham Elliott look like a Burke, and they've got John Rhys Davies as well doing a comedy thing. I will get all the camels and all this, which is probably offensive. It just when it becomes a big group thing, it's kind of annoying, you know. Kind of liked it when it's just him in big action scenes. That car chase in Raiders of the Lost Ark is absolutely brilliant. It must have took forever, but it's so good, and it's just him fighting a load of Nazis, which is great, you know. Totally unrealistic, but it's great. And then the fourth one, when it's all like, oh, my other driver has made 13,000. Bloody hell. Oh, so she's snoring like crazy. She just had a big breathe in. It's like, you know, he's got his kid in it. When his kid's swinging through the trees, it's just like, oh my god, what is this? Oh, it's awful. Yeah, the annoying kid, and they had that singer, Willie Scott. I can't tell you the actress's name. She was shagging the director. That's why she was in it. Kate Capshaw. There you go. Remembered. It's funny what you can remember, and when you want to remember something, it's like, no, I'm lost. Can't believe they got the real Hitlers to do a cameo. That was the guy out of Grange Hill. He was the admiral who gets choked to death over the he gets choked to death in Empire Strikes Back, but over the communications. Darth Vader's doing it from another ship. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he was in Grange Hill. It was like a soap for kids over here. It was set in a school. They don't do it anymore, thank God. And he was like the arsehole teacher that no one liked. Mr. Bronson, I think it was. They love getting British actors for the baddies and stuff. That guy, the guy that's a baddie in the third film, the main baddie, Julian Glover, he was in Empire Strikes Back as well. He was one of the Imperial officers. He had he's in a lot of stuff though. I mean, he was in Game of Thrones. But anyway, sorry. What do you think of Last Crusade? I didn't like it. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it I just didn't like. It's just something that didn't work anymore. You know. I think it's the style in the first one, and then maybe it just got comedic. I don't know. The dad though, doing all the I'm outlandish kind of thing. It's just like, oh god, give it a rest. Then they got Denham Elliott, who's quite sort of, it's just sort of, you know, he's kind of normal guy in the first film, quite intelligent and that, and then he just turns into a lot of sort of a comedy guy in this one. I totally took the wrong way there. Never mind, no one saw me. I suppose the third one's alright. I can watch it. It's entertaining, which I suppose is the main thing. I just things like that tank battle, you know, and there's everything going on. It's just sort of, it's just kind. It would have been much better if it was just him, you know, taking on the Nazis, rather than cutting back and forth to comedy bits and stuff. I just no, I would have. Hello, Noobland 3601. I had to be careful. I read that properly then. Social Eagles hate Grange Hill, yeah. Have you ever? Here's Jordan Anderson, right? Everyone brace yourselves. He always comes out with some wacky messages. Have you ever watched a film and ended up rooting for the bad guys? I recall watching Looper and hoping they'd kill the annoying kid. I've never seen Looper. Definitely would like to have seen the annoying kid in Indiana Jones, the fourth one. You know, something happened to him. You know, what's he called? Shia LaBeouf. That's way too many, like, loads of just unnecessary characters, didn't they? They had, like, John Hurt doing nothing. Ray Winston just being, like, the most unnecessary character ever. Pathetic. I mean, I know why he does it. He's just like, well, they paid me a fortune. Why not? That's a good question, that. Films where I've wanted to see the baddies win. Films where I want to see the baddies win. Ah, I'm sure there is some. Sure there is some. Do you know, I watch Bond films and I'm always sort of like, oh, he should have done that there, or he should have done this there. Oh, he should. Oh, he's done that wrong, hasn't he? Oh, if he hadn't done that, he wouldn't have been investigated. James Bond wouldn't have found out about it and all this. I suppose it's silly. I don't know. I'm gonna have a think about that, and I'll let you know next time. Okay, guys, we've had our trucking for the day. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry the chat got a bit inane, but I'm just too tired. Everyone think of films where you'd like to see the baddie win. I'm sure there's loads. Sure there's loads, but I just can't think. Now I know the repeats, but do you wanna watch a Henry and Gordon before I go? That they are repeats though. I'm not playing a trick. No, no one wants it. No, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get Sophie just come back over. Let's see if we can hear a meow. Let's move closer. There we are. And you're rubbish. I put the microphone next to you. You don't make a sound. My microphone's nowhere near you. You wow wow. Oh, you're rubbish. Sorry about that. Okay, everyone. You guys have fun. Remember to think of films where you want to see the baddie win. And still trying to think of some. Anyway, see you soon, and don't forget to be cool. Coupled together, torn apart, Henry and Gordon.
Gordon's had his vaccination today. It's quite hard giving an injection to an engine. You've got to find a soft spot to stick it. Were there any after effects, Gordon?